Lovely greetings and welcome to KUDOS Latte show. I'm your host, Dr. Supriya, and once again, I am here with you with a very lovely, inspiring, vivacious, and whatnot. If I will talk about my guest from where you can say and what should I not say. And if you want to know who is that great personality, then you have to check out this video. Christopher Salem, and the world calls him Chris. So, welcome, Chris, to our show. And it's been a great privilege and profound honor for me to host you today.
It is such a pleasure, Supriya. Thank you for having me here. I'm looking forward to contributing to the show today.
Well, Chris, as I said already in my introduction, that it is going to be super awesome, super amazing, not because you are. You are a multi-talented personality, which I always see on social media, and you are so inspiring and motivating that the world wants to leverage great things from your life journey. So, without any delay, without any pause, let's start our Kiddos Latte show with Chris. And Chris, everybody wants to know who is Chris and what is his very inspiring life journey.
Well, I mean, my life journey is, all about, experience, process. Life isn't always going to be pleasant, but you have to be able to look at it for the challenges as opportunities. For the first 30 years of my life, I fought those challenges. I resisted them. I approached the world as I was a victim and pointed the finger at why everybody else in situations were to blame. But I'm thankful for those experiences because for the last 27 years, because I'm 57 years old now, I can appreciate, that hardship that I went through for those first 30 years. Because here's the reality. I've had more challenges and obstacles in the last 27 years than I did in the first 30 when I was complaining and moaning about how crappy my life was. But now I see it in a different way. So for me, it's all about process. It's all about the journey and what we become as a part of it. And for me, I love challenges. I love obstacles because I can see how I can turn them into opportunities and then take those opportunities and turn them into results. So resiliency, for me, a resilient mindset isn't a situational thing. It's something that I adopt and choose and nurture every day, starting with the daily routine in the morning.
Wow. So this is called a strong coffee and a strong journey. Chris, which you have said, I reciprocate the same because some people call the problems as their part of their anxiety, depression, let's give up, why it's me. But looking to your positive side of your life, which I see, and you say, try me. Why it's not why me, it's not about trying me. So it's really great, Chris, when we move forward in life and there is no one in this world who has not seen any hardships, hurdles, obstacles. But how do you take up your challenges? And every day is a challenge, like a hidden golden opportunity. So let's see the brighter side of the life. And I really loved your journey when you just get set from go, go, go. And here says the inspiring life journey of Chris Salem. So awesome one, and really a round of applause for this loveliest answer.
Thank you.
Well, Chris, we all know about the challenges which you were talking about a few moments back. Sometime we all say, okay, let's handle it, and it's part of our coffee, part of our cup of coffee. But in your life, because you are a business acceleration strategist, executive coach, and
Yep.
whatnot, Chris, I really appreciate your wisdom, your knowledge, and I'm a really ardent fan of it. But still, in your life, in order to become this position, in order to achieve this position of a great successful person, great successful coach, in your life, what sort of you had faced some challenges that you really really said it's going above my head, and such challenges, how did you overcome? So it would be a great thing to enlighten with your life journey.
Sure. Well, I mean, here's some of the things, whether if it's in business, personal, and I've had them all, combination of both. Matter of fact, I'm going through a challenge right now, a personal challenge. I have my mother who's in the hospital, been in the hospital for a week with an aneurysm in her brain that's under, being monitored as we speak. So every day, we don't know what's going to happen. It looks good, but you don't never know. So what can I do? So here's some of the things that I've learned over the 27 years when it comes to life and business situations that aren't going the way you would like it to be. With that being said, you have to learn that in life, there are things you can control and there are things that you can't control. And the things that we can't control, universal things, we can't control the weather, taxes, death, can't control traffic. Those are just some examples. But let me list, the two things that we can't control universally. If I were to sum it all up, we can't control other people in situations, period. I can't control any other person or situations. I can choose what I do in certain things in those situations. So I'm going to list the 5 things that I focus on each and every day that I can control to help endure the process, embrace it, and then allow the results to be a byproduct of that, because I'm operating in the moment from the things I can control and letting go of the things I can't. And I'll explain why this will make a difference in what you're dealing with. You can control your communication to yourself and others. How are you communicating to yourself? Are you communicating from your inner critic or your inner champion? See, I have chosen over the last 27 years to communicate from my inner champion. I am very assertive with myself in a specific, clear, and concise way. No longer do I operate from that passive communication side where I would say yes to everyone to please and enable them because I was always seeking their validation because I didn't get it growing up when I was a kid from my father. I let that go. And I no longer approach things in an aggressive way where I talk down to people, where I have a hard time delegating things because I want to be in control of everything. I've learned how to let go of those things. So when I can be assertive to myself, I could be assertive to other people. I could be specific, clear, and concise to them. Remember, I can't control them. I can't control their communication. So whether if I'm the sender or the receiver of that communication, it doesn't matter. I'm responsible. Me. I could always ask a question if I don't understand something. So I can control my communication to myself and others. My behavior, is my behavior in alignment with my communication in an assertive versus a passive aggressive way? My attitude is number 3. It's things are happening for me, not to me. For me means it's shaping me up to be better than I was yesterday, not that I'm the victim and using excuses why things aren't moving forward. My emotions I can control, meaning that what that means is I can learn to respond to situations and other people and not react. Even if I have a negative emotion that I'm dealing with right now, I can choose not to react from it. I can now respond from a secondary emotion, one that is positive. And then finally, my action. I have control over the things that I do. If I'm spending all day scrolling through Facebook or TikTok or watching Netflix all day, that's probably not a good priorities to be focused on. But there's a time and place for that. But I rank my priorities and level of importance personally and professionally to move things forward and to be the example and a resource for others to do the same. When I can control those 5 things, I now have the ability to now impact other people in a positive way. I've learned how to operate from intentions because I can control my intentions in the moment and letting go of expectations, which are beyond my control, tied to outcomes, and I let the results be a byproduct of that. It's a huge mindset shift, but it changes the dynamics of everything that you do. Learn to adjust to it every day.
Wow, this is just Chris, mind blowing. And yes, I reciprocate the same. And even what things you can't control, let's forget it, because that is not our coming in our zone. But what we can control, our attitude, our way of thinking, and of course, your high order thinking skills. If you have all these assets, and then I can say anybody can win the life battle, and in a certain positive way, that yes, you can say, life, you can try me at any point of my life. And that's what, Chris, you are currently radiating a lot of positive vibes, because yes, your mom is at hospital, and I can't believe that you are giving your interview on this podcast.
Oh no, no way! I'm going over. I'm going over to see her right after, and she's doing
Yeah,
much better. It's just been a bumpy road over the last week, but hey, we embrace the process. It
yeah,
is what it is. I
trust the
adapt to
process.
what is, not what I think
Yeah,
it should be.
yeah, I'll just pray for her for a speedy
Thank
recovery.
you.
Yes, take the positive spirit, and yes, move on. Chris, awesome one. And yes, the thing is, your past 27 years challenges, which you said, it's already being in a shape up. So always trust the process. Whatever is happening in your life, it's happening for the best, and that those incidents will make you very, very strong person that nobody can break it. So loveliest answer again for this awesome, awesome question, and awesome, awesome answer. Well, moving to this lovely journey with Chris, I would love to ask one question. This is continuously popping up in my mind. Chris, you are a business acceleration strategist, executive coach, CEO, host, and whatnot. I can't take everything, but still, I want to ask, what is your exact profession, and how people can leverage from your coaching business, and
Yeah.
how people can connect with you? Yeah.
Yeah, some of the things that what I do is I work with people both on a personal level and a professional level, and then I work with businesses. So the executive coaching is where I'm working with high performers to develop them both professionally and personally, how to work on their business, not in it, how to develop in them to its subject matter experts through speaking on leading industry B2B stages, B2C stages, companies, and how to really create more impact in why they do what they do. When I work with businesses, while it's all about increasing revenue and profit, which is very important, I start from the inside out. How do we build a foundation, a solid workplace environment that's psychologically safe? How do we build team engagement? And then from that, how do we have the ability now to lend that engagement to create more valuable customer experiences? Then from there, I help organizations craft a compelling value proposition. Without a compelling value proposition, your lead gen won't be as effective. This is why 9 out of 10 businesses that don't get this right don't see their lead gen performing to the level they would like it to be. Once we're able to get that message very clear, which will be dictated on your website, on your social media, both personally and in your business, it'll be on your marketing collateral. It'll be when you speak, when you're doing podcasts, radio shows, having your own podcast, whatever that may be. That consistency was going to subconsciously, neurologistically connect with your audience and expedite the buyer's journey. So instead of taking 20 to 100 touch points where somebody may buy your products and services, we can reduce it to 5 to 12. Big difference. And this is how we increase revenue and net profit margin in any size business.
This is really incredible. And I think I would love to draw the attention of my global viewers, global audience, that yes, if you want to learn something about business, business acceleration strategist is here, Chris. So you can connect with him on LinkedIn or Facebook, and you can make what is in your life. So he can transform you a better person, a great person, a successful person, and most important, a meaningful person. And that says the best business, the best positive attitude, and the best coaching. So if I say the best coach, none other than Chris Salem, that this is really, really great. So kindly connect with her and make your wonders wonderful. So once again, thank you so much, Chris, for this great answer. And yes, people would love to connect with you for their business opportunities, for their business prosperity, and great strategies. Well, this was all about Chris' life journey, challenges, his work, profession, and this is the time, Chris, to ask something about KUDOS Latte Show. So, anything, any opinion about KUDOS International, KUDOS Miracles? So, straight away from your heart.
So what was the question? Say that again, Supriya.
What is your opinion about KUDOS Miracles show, or anything can you say about anything about Matt Allen? It's all up to you.
You're talking about miracles, you said?
Yes, your opinion about KUDOS Miracles.
Yeah,
Or
yeah. I
let
would
us say,
say,
yeah.
miracles to me are, again, adapting to what is, looking at any situation for what it is, trusting the process, knowing that your faith has your back no matter what. Even when things look like they're grim and your back is against the wall, somehow, some way, even tragedy and really horrific things can work its way out later in life. Sometimes you look back and you could say, my God, that was a gift. I know for certain that I've lived it and I've seen it. And you got to, when you can trust that process, you're able to navigate these difficult periods in a more professional, in a more peaceful way, knowing that everything is going to work out. So miracles do exist. You have to just trust the process and just align and adapt to what is.
So this is really great. And yes, that's what KUDOS is also working on, miracles, because yes, miracles do exist, and you have the positive attitude to see your life, to change your perspective, then you can do wonders. And that's what KUDOS Latte Show and our founder, Matt Allen, is doing. So thank you so much, Chris, for these great words. And we will follow the same, and we will trust the process, and we'll make our life wonderful, meaningful, and successful too. Well, was all about till here, but my favorite round, which says rapid the fire round, is still here, Chris. So don't go. And yes, are you ready for this round? Because I know, yes, this is the favorite of all to get. So as you, yeah, are you ready for the rapid fire round?
Sure.
All right. So, which place is the dream destination for Chris Salem?
A dream destination for me. Wow. I mean, I've been to a lot of places in my career. Prior to what I do now, I had the privilege of traveling to really a lot of magnificent places. But I would say that I would say, the Greek islands are always a beautiful place for me, just because I'm part Greek. I love the Mediterranean lifestyle. And I just love the culture and just the tranquility that you can experience on those islands. I mean, there's a lot of great places. Don't get me wrong, but
Awesome.
that
Great.
would be for me. I'm simple. I'm not one of these people that just has to be. I just like I'm an everyday person.
All right. Great answer. Which quality of yours you love most?
Which quality about myself that I love most?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the quality I love about myself is my consistency, which means that I show up to do the things that are going to fill my cup every day, to take care of me so I can be a better example and a resource for others to do for themselves. That comes through my daily routine, both personally and professionally. It means that when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. I follow through. If I say I'm going to be there at a certain time, I'm there on either right before or right on the button on time. So always punctual. So in this case, it's consistency. So through my discipline and consistency, these are the things that have allowed me to move the ball forward in life and business.
Awesome one. All right. So, which of your one of your quality you really hate and want to change?
Yeah, I would say, I would say that with me as I'm 57 years old, I'm in good shape. You know, I'm not, but I like to like to eat. I'm not saying that I overeat, but I like to eat. Like my mother-in-law has been trying to come into this room to feed me breakfast, and I'm on a radio show right now, and I can't do that. And because she knows, like, I know he wants to eat, you know. So I would say that as I get older, I would like to change and cut back. Even though I'm in good shape, it's not like, you know, but it's always good as you get older to eat less rather than more. I'm not that 20, 30-year-old something that can still have an appetite. Like I gotta adjust.
Okay, great, great quality. If you don't want to change, please don't change. Well, you can say your favorite book.
Oh wow, God. I mean, I have a lot of favorite books. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know if there's any one particular one, but I love The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I mean, there's so many. Reason why I love the book is at the time when he wrote that book, he was not really well known, and now obviously he is. But at the time, it's just authentic. It's very transparent. I always appreciate people that share from the heart and not from the head, and so I would say that would be one of many books that I cherish.
Great one, great one. All right, last but not the least, who is your role model?
Oh my God. I have to say that my role model would be my mom. And the reason why she's in the hospital right now is that my mother taught me to be, punctual, taught me to be of service to other people, to be empathetic and kind. And a lot of the values that I have today that have helped me both in my personal relationships and my business have been, them been through the example of my mother raising me and my brother growing up.
This is great. So, a big round of applause for Chris for playing this round very brilliantly, very promptly. So, hats off to you, kiddo. I must say this. Thank you so much, Chris, for coming to our show. And it's been a great pleasure. And really, I enjoyed every answers, every moment. And may God bless you. And yes, a lot of blessings to your mom. She will be getting well soon. So, great fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, my global audience, thank you so much for always loving us, motivating us, cheering us. So keep doing that. Till then, stay happy, hail and hearty. Bye bye for now.